I walk for 45 minutes every day in the morning. I go to the gym 5 days a week and I have never skipped the Zumba sessions in my office. But still, I am struggling to lose weight. If this sounds very familiar to you, then the problem is basically not your effort or your discipline, but the problem is how metabolically fit you are. And once you understand this small concept of how your body uses the energy, a lot of things will start making more sense. As a fitness and nutrition coach, I hear this very often. Someone comes and tells me that I am exercising a lot for last so and so years or so and so months, but I am still struggling to lose weight and I keep adding the weight. They wake up early, they have a fixed routine, they go early in the morning for a walk or the gym, but still struggling to maintain a lean body. Let me give you a simple example. The place where I am staying, I am seeing so many people early in the morning, they are going for a walk for last so many years, but I have never seen any change in them. Their body weight seems the same visually and maybe they are still struggling to lose weight. The reason this is happening because most of the people think that weight loss is about balancing of the calories in versus calories out, and that's the reason they feel that if they burn more calories with walks, exercise, they will lose more weight. This sounds logical, but actually the human body does not work like a calorie calculator. Our body is a hormonal system and the hormones are responsible for weight loss and weight gain, and the most powerful hormone which actually decides whether your body will store fat or lose fat is insulin. So let me ask you a question and you can mention it in the comments. After your daily morning walk or the gym, what is the food or breakfast you eat? Whether it is idli, dosa, poha or oats, muesli or eggs, what is exactly you eat? Or maybe a cup of tea or coffee with sugar. So every time after your workout or your morning walk, if you are eating breakfast or meal which is full of carbohydrates, then the insulin response is very high. And this response is much stronger in certain people who are very high in insulin resistance. And insulin sends a very strong message in our body that use glucose for energy and store fat for later usage. Now let's go a little deeper. Our body has two sources of energy. One is the energy which can come from glucose and the other energy sources which comes from stored body fat. And our body cannot utilize both these sources at one point of time efficiently. So when you are having a carb heavy meal that is high in carbohydrates or refined carbohydrates, at that time the insulin is very high and that time body prioritizes using glucose for energy. But if you want to lose fat, then our body has to prioritize stored body fat for energy, and that will happen only when the insulin is low. So if we are using the glucose as an energy source throughout the day in all the meals, if this keeps on happening, then your body will never use the stored body fat and you will never be able to lose weight. So that's the reason even if you are exercising a lot, but since glucose is your main source of energy, you are never using the stored body fat. Now if you are always stuck with this calorie in versus calorie out number, then this is what happens. Let's say you have a samosa which is worth 150 to 200 calories. If you want to burn these calories, then you'll have to go on a brisk walk for 45 minutes. So imagine what one samosa can do to your calorie in versus calorie out balance. So even though exercise is beneficial, but completely relying on exercise for your metabolic health is slightly misleading. And the reason is very simple, that it is very easy to take back those calories which you are actually burning in a lot of exercise. So now let's go deeper into what is insulin resistance and why it is a metabolic issue. So in insulin resistance, the cells of the body, they stop responding to insulin hormone, and because of that, cells are not able to uptake the glucose from the blood and the uptake becomes very poor. And because of that, what happens, as a response, the body starts producing more amount of insulin hormone. So that is called normally as hyperinsulinemia. And in that case, since the insulin is high in the body, it becomes harder and harder for the body to utilize the body stored fat. And that's the reason weight loss starts becoming more difficult for that person. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a study which proves that how insulin resistance makes it more difficult for the people who want to do weight loss. So the study which I was talking about was done in 2012 in Spain, where 40 individuals were divided into two groups. One group was insulin sensitive and the other group was insulin resistant. So insulin sensitive is nothing but it is a positive scenario where people are not insulin resistant and their insulin response of the body is better. So now both these groups of people, out of these 40 individuals, they were given a low calorie diet for almost 1 year, and after a year what they found is that the people who were insulin sensitive, they had a better weight loss. That is, almost average was 5.7 kg weight loss in those people, and the average weight loss for those who were insulin resistant, it was only 0.6 kgs. So this proves that how a body which is insulin resistant responds to weight loss in that case. And during this study, hypocaloric, that is the low caloric diet which was given, was distributed in this kind of macros, diet A and diet B, and they also found that the people who were on diet A, they had a better insulin sensitivity and their insulin levels were lower compared to the other people. And diet A was nothing but a high protein, high fat diet, and it was a little bit lower in carbohydrates. So the key insight is that while exercise improves your heart health, your muscle strength, the insulin sensitivity in the body, but at the same time, if you want to go in a continuous fat loss mode and use the stored fat of the body, then you need a good diet and lifestyle, which is nothing but the nutrition, your sleep, your stress levels, they all come into picture. So for that, now you know that the first thing you need to correct is your nutrition. To get the nutrition corrected, you need to focus on having adequate protein and a good amount of healthy fats, which will also provide a lot of nutrition to your body. So when I say nutrition, it is nothing but all the important macronutrients, especially protein and fat, and the vitamins and minerals in your body. The other important thing is that there should be adequate gaps in between your meals. Whether there are 2 meals or 3 meals, there should be enough gap between 2 meals, and there should not be any additional snacking in between the meals. And the third thing is your strength training, which is very, very important. That is muscle strength. If your muscle quality is good, if your muscle is dense, the insulin sensitivity will automatically improve due to that. And last but not the least, for all working professionals, you have to see that your sleep is very regular, because this is what regulates all your hormones, and especially even insulin sensitivity improves because of a good sleep. Poor sleep also disrupts your hunger hormone, and if your hunger hormones are gone for a toss, it will again lead to more fat gain and it will stop the fat burning stage of your body. So before concluding this video, I would like to say is that exercise is extremely important. We should always do the exercises, but at the same time, your diet, nutrition and lifestyle plays a very important role in your metabolic health, especially when you want weight loss or fat loss as a part of your health goals. Also, choice of exercise matters a lot, and in one of my upcoming videos I will talk more about which kind of exercises or what kind of exercise routine will be best for individuals, especially working professionals. So if you are also exercising regularly but struggling to maintain a healthy weight or a healthy body, then do let me in the comments what exactly challenges are you facing, and I'll try to answer those questions. And please hit the like button if you like this video and subscribe for more such videos. Thank you very much.